Have you ever wondered how banks can manipulate currency and its impact on the economy and you? Well, let's start by understanding what currency manipulation is. It's a practice where a country, through its central bank, interferes with the foreign exchange market to decrease the value of its own currency. Yes, you heard it right, to decrease, not increase. Quite counterintuitive, isn't it? This practice, known as the devaluation, is often used as a tool for economic policy. It's like a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can boost exports by making national goods cheaper for foreign buyers. On the other, it can lead to inflation and economic instability. Typically, it's the central banks of countries with large economies that indulge in currency manipulation, often with the aim of gaining a competitive edge in international trade. This might seem like a far-off concept, but let's delve into a real-world example to understand the effects better. Imagine a country, let's call it Econoland, which experienced the brunt of currency manipulation. The powers that be, the central bank, decided to play a high-stakes game. They devalued the local currency, aiming to boost exports and stimulate their economy. For a while, it seemed like a winning strategy. Econoland's goods were cheaper on the international market, attracting buyers from far and wide. The export industry was booming, jobs were plentiful, and the economy was humming along at a brisk pace. But as the saying goes, there's no such thing as a free lunch. The initial success of the move had a hidden cost. As time went on, the specter of inflation started to creep in. The price of goods began to rise, slowly at first, then more rapidly. The devalued currency meant that importing goods became more expensive. The costs soared and were passed on to the consumers. The bread, the milk, the everyday essentials, everything started to cost more. The citizens of Econoland found that their money didn't go as far as it used to. Their purchasing power declined and the standard of living started to slip. The man on the street was paying the price for the central bank's gamble. As you can see, the short-term gains of currency manipulation were overshadowed by long-term economic distress for the people of Econoland. So how does this affect you, the average citizen who might not be involved in international trade or economic policy? Well, it's quite simple. Currency manipulation can ripple through the economy, causing a hike in the prices of imported goods. It can reduce your purchasing power and lead to instability in the job market. In the worst-case scenario, it may even trigger an economic recession. While currency manipulation may seem like a high-level economic strategy, its impacts trickle down to every individual in the economy, affecting daily life in ways that might not be immediately apparent.